Right now, deep inside your brain, your temporal pole is dropping names the instant you hear them, and the neuroscientists who mapped it admit they can't stop it. They've watched it fail on brain scans. They have no switch. But high performers have found one way to interrupt it, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly what it is. You know the feeling. You shake a hand, you hear a name, and 3 seconds later it's gone. You smile and nod and pray they don't ask you to repeat it. It feels like a character flaw. It isn't. It's a specific structure at the front tip of your memory's filing system, quietly refusing to do its job. And it's not failing because you're tired or old or distracted. It's failing because of how it was built. Every time a name evaporates, that little region just chose convenience over you. We're getting to how to interrupt it. Stay with me because the fix is not what you think. Here's what's actually happening in that handshake. Your brain stores a face one way and a name a completely different way. The face links to everything, their voice, their job, the warmth in their eyes, rich connections. But the name? It's an arbitrary sound bolted on with a single, fragile thread. One thread. Picture a vast library where every book is cross-referenced 1,000 ways except the title, which is written on one loose sticky note by the door. That sticky note is the name. The temporal pole is supposed to hold it. But under the smallest pressure, eye contact, a noisy room, your own nerves, that thread snaps before the name ever reaches storage. The face walks into the library. The name never makes it past the entrance. You didn't forget it, you never actually saved it. And this is the part nobody publishes. The experts who study this can see the exact moment of failure light up on a scan, and they have nothing to offer you. No drug strengthens that single thread. No supplement rebuilds it. The structure is doing precisely what evolution designed it to do, which is to not waste energy encoding a meaningless sound. Your brain treats a name like spam. The specialists call it the worst designed retrieval system in human memory, and they say it almost casually because they've made peace with something they cannot fix. They can name the flaw. They cannot repair it. So they tell you to pay more attention, which is the single most useless advice in all of neuroscience, and here's why. Because paying more attention can make it worse. This is where everyone gets it backwards. When you strain to remember a name, you flood that fragile region with stress chemistry, the same alarm signal that fires when you're threatened. And that signal doesn't sharpen memory. It narrows it. It locks your focus onto the panic of remembering instead of the name itself. The harder you grip, the faster it slips. So the polite, earnest thing you've been doing your whole life, concentrating, trying, telling yourself, focus, focus, has been actively sabotaging the one thread you needed to protect. The strain is the leak, which means the people who never forget names aren't trying harder than you. They're doing something stranger. Here's the rule high performers use, and it has nothing to do with effort. They don't try to remember the name, they try to use it immediately. The instant they hear it, they say it out loud back into the conversation. Good to meet you, Sarah. Not in their head, out of their mouth. That single act does something the strain never could. It forces the name out of the fragile entryway and into the deep, connected library by linking that loose sound to your own voice, your own muscles, the moment itself. You're no longer storing a sticky note. You're cross-referencing it like a book. And they do it again within 60 seconds. So, Sarah, what brought you here? 2 uses, that's it. Each repetition lays down a second thread, a third, until the name is no longer hanging by one fiber. The reason it works is the reason trying fails. You've replaced strain with action. The region doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to use. High performers learn to treat a name like a tool they pick up immediately, not a fact they file away for later. There is no later. The thread is already snapping. So tonight, try it once. The next name you hear, your neighbor, a waiter, a voice on a call, say it back inside 10 seconds. Then use it again before the conversation ends. Don't strain. Don't repeat it in your head like a chant. Just speak it twice into the open air. That's the whole rule. You'll feel the difference the first time someone's name is still there an hour later, and it will feel like a small kind of magic. It isn't magic. It's just the one thing that region was waiting for. But the temporal pole isn't the only structure quietly editing your life without permission. There's a deeper region, one that decides which memories you keep and which it deletes while you sleep, and it may already be erasing the wrong ones. So what else have you lost tonight that you'll never even know was gone?